What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames and I'm bringing to you guys not a stupidly expensive build, but a nice, cheap, fun, but still good at your locals Goki deck. So this is a pure Goki deck in terms of, especially in terms of the extra deck. I'm actually using all of the Goki Link monsters in this deck because they are good, they're strong, they're fun to play, and they can actually get you some nice good wins at your local tournaments. Goki is just naturally a good deck. I've always said this since day one of their official release. Being able to just literally have every monster search itself and give you back your resources and monster, double monster reborn in one. Overall, just Gokis are just naturally good, and they can actually get you some nice good wins at your locals if played correctly. Still look at the competitive builds, guys, because they still teach you good combos. They teach you how to Gokis merge and play with one another. It adds your consistencies, teaches you all of that. Shows you how to manage your resources correctly. So still look at those. Don't look at those away just because you're playing Goki Link monsters. Still look at those because you can actually get some good combos out of those profiles. So with all that said and done, guys, let's get into it. So 3 Super X. I'm literally going to run through all the old Gokis because we all know what they do. 3 Super X, 3 Twist Cobras, 3 Rising Scorpios, 1 Bear Hug, triple Headbutt Bats, and 1 Octo Stretch. These are all the Gokis that we all know and love, and we all know that what they do. The reason that I've gone for triple of these guys is because they either summon themselves nicely, they summon other cards, they give you attack buffs, and literally just swarm the field. So that's why I play these cards. They're good ways to start off your turn. All of these are strong normal summons in the deck, especially Super X giving you an additional summon, special summon. Twist Cobra is just naturally a nice summon and is a level 3, which becomes important later on. Again, I've actually tried to make this really budget, but also giving you strong options for the deck anyway at a good budget. And Rising Scorpio is still the best, one of the strongest normal summons in the deck that isn't Super X because of its high attack value, and that you can actually summon it turn 1. Headbutt Bat you only play at 3s because in those times to help you make your higher link monsters and continue your plays and make more link monsters, you need additional summons, and Headbutt Bat does that. You only need 1 Bear Hug and 1 Octo Stretches because they're just there for Goki names. Their effects aren't actually that relevant in this build. Sometimes Bear Hug is relevant because of the attack reductions of just being summoned by a Goki card, including Rematch. But Octo Stretch, you only need 1 copy. We're not playing a Zolde. Zolde is expensive, so we're not playing stupid amounts of equip cards. Summon it off a Zolde, so you only need to play the 1. Going on with the new cards though, 2 Goki Ring Trainers, 2 Goki Moonsaults, and 1 Goki Tag Partner. So let me run off with these guys. So Goki Ring Trainers are level 1. If you control no monsters, you can reveal this card from your hand. Then target 1 Goki Link monster in your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, then special summon the target monster, but it loses 500 attack. You can only use this effect of Goki Ring Trainer once per turn. While you control a Goki Link monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. So in the late game, after you've lost one of your Goki Link monsters, you can just reveal this guy, summon it, get back your link monster, and then go on with your higher link plays. So you can, most of the times you'll get back your Goki Link 2 now that we finally have. To then summon this guy, you can even now make a Link 3 Goki, so you can make a Great Ogre and Thunder Ogre and stuff like that. Or if you then summon another Goki, which you can do because this was a special summon, you can then make your higher link monsters like your Link 4 Gokis. So overall, it's a very nice card. I really like this card. The Goki Moonsault. You can reveal this card in your hand. Then target 1 Goki monster you control, except Goki Moonsault. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. You can only target. You can target 1 Goki Link monster in your graveyard. Return this card. Return it to the extra deck. Then you can add 1 Goki monster from your graveyard to your hand. You can use the effect of Moonsault once per turn. Each effect of Moonsault once per turn. So again, kind of like Ring Trainer, it just gets you back your resources. If you have a dead somewhat dead Super X on the field, in fact, if you have open with rematch this and another Goki, you can go rematch, get back Super X and a Goki, play Moonsault, bounce Super X to your hand to summon Moonsault, then you can summon Super X and then get Super X to summon, and that's Link 4. So there's a lot of good combos with Moonsault in this deck. I really do like it. Also being able to shuffle Gokis from your graveyard back to your hand, and your links into your extra deck is very nice for this deck as well. I'm only playing one Ring Trainer, one tag partner, just because the effect is like okay, but it's not that great as well. If this card is sent to graveyard as link material for a link summon of a Goki monster, you can have that Goki link gain 1000 attack until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to graveyard, you can banish this card, then target one Goki spawn in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. You're only going to be shuffling back your rematch, and usually you don't really go more than 3 rematches in a game. So I play him in here again, kind of like for Bear Hug and Octo. It's just another name for the deck. So those are the Goki monsters, lots of them, but we are a pure build, so gotta have lots of Goki monsters. For the non-Goki monsters, I am actually playing the Predaplant engine of 3 Orpha Scorpio, 1 Cobra, and 2 Marauding Captains. No junk forward because it's too expensive. I was thinking of Carbonara Knight, but you have to then play more level 3s in the deck, and like it's not an Earth monster as well, so it doesn't help with that kind of like situation. But if you want to play it, go for it. Could actually do pretty well as well, so it's all up to you. And no Moon Mountain Butter Spy as well, because that's also too expensive. Predaplant engine is nice and cheap. You only need to search instant fusion, which is also nice and cheap, and your fusion options can be cheap if you try and go and look for them. You've probably got some hidden away in your piles of collection somewhere. And Warning Captain is the cheapest level 3 option that you can use for this deck. You can actually then play Neospatial Aqua Dolphin as well. You can actually still use that card in this deck to remove those pesky hand traps if you so want to. If you to do that, I'd probably take out the Predaplant engine. Yeah, I'd probably take out Cobra for 3rd Captain, and the 3 Scorpios for the Aqua Dolphin, if you were to go down that route, which is not actually a bad call. So those are monsters. For spells, you've got to have your 3 rematch. The 3 rematch is probably one of the best extenders in this deck. It's also one of the best grind cards in this deck. I am playing 1 Living Fossil just for the extra monster revivals to keep your link plays going. 1 Rota because it's a warrior deck. 2 instant fusions, you don't really need more than that. 1 Monster Reborn for more revival plays. 3 Cool Graves because we don't like hand traps. And then I round up the deck with just a Solemn Brigade. It's nice and cheap and effective. Just literally gets stuns your opponent more than enough for you to keep going with your plays and get back into the game. So that's the main deck. The extra deck: 2 Goki the Giant Ogres and 1 Goki the Master Ogre for the Link 4s. Other options for this is just Bomber Dragon. If you can get yourself a Topologic Bomber Dragon, you're in a very good position, because Bomber Dragon does stupid amounts of damage, helps get rid of problematic boards, and combos very well with the Gokis, being able to summon Gokis to his zones, blowing up everything, and then get you searches back. So Topologic Bomber, if you can afford it, slap it in this deck. I'd probably take out Giant Ogre for it. But speaking of Giant Ogre, he requires 3+ Goki monsters and he's a 3000 hitter. Cannot be destroyed by battle and is unaffected by the activated effects of your opponent's monsters with attack less than or equal to this card's attack. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card and or a monster's this card points to quick effect, you can make this card lose exactly 500 attack, and if you do, negate the activation. Once per turn, if this card's current attack is different from its original attack quick effect, you can make this card gain 1000 attack until the end of this turn. So literally by using his effect, he'll bump him up by 500 because he'll lose 500 to become 25, and then he'll buff himself back up by 1000 to make him 35. He's a nice strong hitter in this deck, really nice to go into if you're going for the early game. If you can make this card, why not go for it? Your opponent will have to do a lot of stuff to get over him anyway, kind of like a cheap ball load in a sense. And then we have Goki, the Master Ogre. 2+ Goki monsters, once per turn, quick effect. You can return to the hand any number of Goki monsters you control that this card points to. Then target the same number of face-up cards your opponent controls. They have their effects negated until the end of this turn. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. If your opponent controls a face-up monster or monsters, this card can only attack the monster with the highest attack for attacks your choice if tied, and he's a 2800 attacker. So he can get over big boards in his own way, especially if you can bump him up with like a Twist Cobra, and then also he's some effect negation. Moving on to Link 3, is probably like the true boss monster in this deck, is still great. The Great Ogre, being able to reduce everything by the attack by the defense points, original defense points, should I say, is still very strong, and he can also protect himself by blowing up a Goki he points to. I do play one Thunder Ogre just for those additional normal summons if you can. 2 of the new Goki, the Heal Ogre. We really needed a Link 2 Goki, and I'm actually so happy that we got this card finally for us for the Goki budget players and the fun builds. He's 1000 attack, requires 2 Goki monsters. Once per turn, when a monster this card points to activates its effect's quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Then you can special summon Goki monster from your graveyard, except Heal Ogre. So he's absolutely amazing, really nice card for the deck. I'm actually tempted to try him out in my competitive build, just to see how it goes. It is still a revival in its own way, and being able to negate things is pretty nice. You can actually, if people still play it against you, if they have a Suyudra, you can actually just summon Heal Ogre to the zone Suyudra points to on your field. Suyudra has to activate to buff him up, and then Heal Ogre could just negate, destroy, and get back a Goki. You can make a Link 3. So you can actually do some pretty nice fun things with the Heal Ogre. Next we have the 2 Mrs. Radiance, probably the next card you could be going to the most, other than your 2 Nightmare options. These are the 2 super ones, so they're very nice and cheap. And then we have 1 Link Creeper. You can get it in a starter deck, so it's fine. And then for your instant fusion target is 1 Draconius. It's the level 3 warrior for the deck. Oh, and I also forgot to put in here, let me just grab it out from the deck, and that is MX Saber Invoker. You play a lot of level 3s in this deck, and MX Saber Invoker just helps you start off your plays when you don't open a Super X, but you open something like a Marauding Captain and a Twist Cobra or the Predaplant engine. You can just make a MX Saber, detach, get a Super X, make Mrs. Radiant, and then get such a Super X and literally start going off with your plays. So that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed this fun build for the Goki. So for all of you new Goki players in this universe that want to just make it fun and budget, here is a profile for you. I've been playing Gokis for years, for a very long time, literally since the day that they premiered. I've been playing Gokis. It's a very fun deck. I really enjoy it. So I'm just happy to share you guys my knowledge of the build of the deck in this fun build for you. So it was very fun to make it again, especially putting in things like Great Oak into the extra deck. It was just very fun in its own right. So until next time, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and again, until next time, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.